Hello and welcome back to my energetic space. My name is Trinicia Dominique Alexander Cowan, and I'm a professional tarot reader and mystic based in Louisiana. And I have a tarot message for you. Stick around if you would like to hear it. So when I started this reading, there was like a couple of things going on. I was like fiddling with my scarf before I, was about to record, and then I heard "Get thee to a nunnery," which I had to look up, what is that from? Why am I hearing that? And it's from Shakespeare, from Hamlet. And basically the context of that quote is, Hamlet is, brooding. It's like during this monologue where he's, going off on Ophelia because of some shit that's going on in his life, right? Very bad synapses, but you get it. But yeah, I heard "Get thee to a nunnery," and cards that came up from my Road to Nowhere Oracle deck are the Golden card, which talks about basically being put in a position where you are about to have some sort of win that is financial material. And then we had the Channeling card, which is about basically taking a step back and taking a rest so that you can receive messages from the universe and from your guides. And then we have the Meditation card, which I feel like it has a little bit of the same messaging as the Channeling card, of just needing to take time to meditate in order to reset your energy. So I was thinking about those cards. I was taking a step back to just look a little bit, ponder a little bit deeper about the messages and stuff that we're about to deliver using our tarot cards. Yeah, I started making collages that had nuns as a subject, and maybe I will post some of those after I post this reading. But yeah, something that came up for me while I was doing that is the planet of Saturn. So then I'm not, I'm a tarot girly. I'm not super knowledgeable on astrology. I might know more than the average person, but I am by no means a person that's gonna tell you oh, we're about to enter this transit and here's what this means. I love to follow those kind of people, and if you know any good ones, please drop them in the comments. But yeah, I would like to learn more. So I was just taking a note of that, and the planet of Saturn came up, and Saturn is really going to be about hard work, discipline, the astrological signs of Capricorn as well as Aquarius. So yeah, there's something about long-term planning here, and I think just combined with the oracle cards that we pulled, there's a need, and then also that channeled quote from Shakespeare, "Get thee to a nunnery." There's an energy of needing to remove yourself from certain environments in order to receive the information and the energy that you're going to need in order to receive this golden opportunity, right? Or there's things that you should be focusing on while you wait for this opportunity to come in. And resting and meditating and being able to channel is going to be something that's of extreme importance at this moment. So yeah, let's go ahead and go in with the tarot. Today I'm using the Apparitions deck by Mary Elizabeth Evans. So we have the Four of Pentacles. So I feel that's definitely speaks to saving, reserving, being conservative with your energy and with your money. But we want to be mindful as well as not being stingy with our energy or with our money, right? So let's see what else here with our attention, with our work. Do not hold back. Be wary of holding back. Really evaluate where you would like to be investing, and also leave room for miracles, right? Also leave room for miracles. So we have the Nine of Cups coming up next. So the Nine of Cups is all about pride in your work. The Nine of Cups is someone who's exceptionally proud of their work. When I was looking into just Saturn as well, along with this reading, something that came up with when looking into Saturn as far as astrology and what that planet means for all of us is it's about hard work, dedication, and being able to have something to show for the dedication to your work. So yeah, I feel with this coming up with this Golden card, this Four of Pentacles, is if you put the time and the work into something now, you will receive rewards from it. But you do need to be willing to put in that time. That doesn't mean that you're like working like a workhorse all the time, like go, 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 because we do have this like channeling and this meditation card here as well, right? So yeah, be mindful of, you know, where you're spending your energy. Don't be afraid to pull back your energy when you need to. When you need to take a rest, you should absolutely do that. But if you keep at something, you will see the rewards of it, right? And like whether that's like in a sense of like studying, whether that's a sense of like saving your actual money. If you study and you dedicate time to study, then you will have knowledge. If you have money available and you put a little bit of the money that you have coming in aside, then you will have a little stack of savings. Something to that regard. Yeah, cool. Okay. And then another 9. So then we have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, the 9 of Wands in reverse. So yeah, I feel like there's this like energy of like defensiveness. The 9 of Wands is all about like standing your ground. Yeah, with it coming out in the reverse here, it's like this energy of like, don't feel uncomfortable defending your actions and choices around what it is that you want to bring in long term. So if we talked about like with money, right? Like you're someone who is like, you've been saving money because you're looking to create something for yourself, something that you can be proud of, right? Don't allow people like in the meantime while you are practicing that, allow you to like guilt you or like shame you about the things that you are missing out on. Get rid of FOMO, throw away FOMO in your mind, get thee to a nunnery. You know, oh my God. Like, don't worry about FOMO. There's no fear of missing out. Like, of course you still want to live your life like day to day, but there are ways to do that that also respect your boundaries and honor what it is that you are trying to create for yourself long term. We can't take material things with us when we go, but what we can do is like use the material things that we have at our disposal to create something that is long lasting, going back to that Saturn energy, right? The 9 of Cups just kind of revealed itself again. So that's like a confirmation of like, you're really working towards something that you can be proud of. Like you are really working towards something that you can be proud of. You've changed your perspective with a little peek of the hangman there. You're changing your perspective of what it means to be proud of something, to be grateful for what you have. Ooh, okay. And then we have the Page of Wands. Yes, and you are at the very beginning. You're at a point where like you're at the very beginning of this journey. So like, you know, allow yourself the time and space to actually be able to establish these things for yourself. The Page is someone who is young. The Page is someone who is at the very start of this journey, with the wands, with your action, with your passion, with your not necessarily like your creativity, but like your expression. It's not just creativity, is the expression of creativity, like how we bring that into the physical world, not just like creative ideas floating around in our mind, right? Yeah, you're at the very beginning of this, going back to what we were talking about with Saturn, even though I'm like, I'm not an astrology girly. But yeah, Saturn, I was just looking into all of this, like as I was waiting for the noise outside to quiet down. And Saturn is a planet that it takes 30 years. It takes 30 years for Saturn to go through the entire zodiac, right? So I'm not saying that necessarily what you're building is going to take 30 years to build, which, you know, you can definitely build something up over the course of 30 years, right? But just to have that knowledge that like there are things that just take time. And you're allowed to take the time that you need. And in the times when you feel very rushed energy, I encourage you to like meditate so that you can receive messages from your guides and from spirit or whoever it is that, you know, you feel connected with, that, you know, is that source for you. Take the time to like really reconnect yourself with what it is that you are trying to build, and value the long lastingness of something, of what that will mean for the people that come after you, rather than reaping the immediate benefits of that work that you're putting in. But yeah, I think that is our message today. I feel like this reading was definitely a little bit more like, ooh, this and a little bit of that, a little bit of that, which, you know, maybe kind of goes into that like Aquarian energy. But yeah, we have 2 9s coming up, I'll mention here, and then let's call out 9 as like a number to look out for. With this golden card, we also have 3 and 8, which is going to be 11. So maybe 11, 11, 11, master numbers. We have 8 here with the channeling card, and also 7 with the meditation cards. If you have any questions about anything that you heard in this reading today, please drop them in the comments, or feel free to PM me. You're always welcome to DM me if you have like any further questions. If you would like to work with me personally, you can also check out the links in my bio. You can also just go to my Instagram, which is linked in my bio, and then the booking form is actually listed there. So yeah, I hope you have a great Monday. I think that this is a great message for our Monday, is to, you know, just keep putting in the work, and when you feel the need to take that rest and take that break, absolutely do so, because Rome wasn't built in a day. If you need to get the ass to a nunnery in order to take time to meditate and pray over what it is that you're doing, then absolutely do that. Okay, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.